2024 is right around the corner and the future of dropshipping is looking dark. I mean, really dark. And if you don't listen to this, you're gonna end up losing your money and your soul. Today I'm going to show you all the tricks that's going to make you successful with dropshipping in 2024. All of these are a must, and if you don't follow this, it's game over. Your store is going to keep crashing down while you're always chasing the next winning product rather than building a long-term business. I mean, in what industry are you constantly moving on to something new? It doesn't make any sense. Your goal should be to create a real business for a real product, something long-term. This is where I was struggling for the longest time until I finally cracked the code. And today I'm operating an e-commerce store that's doing around $200,000 to $300,000 every single month. Imagine how your life would change once you start making that pretty much passively. It's wild. So are winning products even real? Well, it's complicated. Sure, you can find products that perform better than others, but at the same time, hunting them will also cost you a lot of money in ads, store creation, and testing. For the longest time, I was working all night, forcing my stores to work, hunting product after product, pumping it, making money before the store died out. Sure, I made some money, but it was simply just not sustainable. So in the beginning of 2022, I compiled together my unique dropshipping method, which makes me over $200,000 a month and has helped others do the same. A method where you don't have to spam test products, lose your store, get f***ed and restart. No, I'm talking about a proven concept that I use. This, my friend, is one country dropshipping. But not like I told you before. The strategy goes much deeper than that. So let me reveal it to you. The first stage is to compile together a list of products that's been recently trending or going viral. Saturation is irrelevant with this method. Once you found some products you're confident in, it's time to start advertising and testing it. But for beginners, Facebook ads can be hard. People are getting banned just by signing up these days, and it's extremely demotivating. So because of that, I have a TikTok ad strategy, which I recommend you to use, that pretty much always works. How do we spot opportunity, and what is it that actually makes this work? Well, let me show you an example. So when you're scrolling your Facebook newsfeed, every third post is going to be an ad. And if you engage with e-commerce ad, they're going to keep popping up. There is an ad I found right here, which was launched the 15th of September, and it already has 691,000 views. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save this ad and keep coming back to it every single day to see if the views are going up and the likes. If that is the case, they're probably scaling and likely to be making money. This is a clear sign of a winning product. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to their website and review it to see how I can make it better. And if we look at this website, I think it would be really easy, as this does not look legit whatsoever. This site needs tons of improvement, and if I can do that and be a little bit different, I can probably just steal the product. The next thing you want to do is you want to take the product, go to the Facebook ad library and search up the product name, which in this case is beard straightener, and we're going to see how many people is selling it. And as we can see, we're getting tons of results, so it seems to be very saturated. But what we can do is we can come over to different countries and search, for example, Germany. We hit all ads, search again, and the results are slightly lower. But let's go to a more untapped country like Denmark and search a beard straightener, and our results are 30 lower. But then we can scroll down and see that all of these are in English. So the competition is quite irrelevant, as these are all stores running worldwide. The trick here is to find untapped countries for the product that nobody's really selling to in their language. Once you found a country with low competition, it's time to sell there. Step 1 is to create a store. I like to choose a general store as it gives some room for testing, but then once I find something that works, I can eventually transition into a niche store or even a brand. Once my store is done, I'm gonna head over to Fiverr and find a translator for the country. Also make sure you change your Shopify currency to the local currency of your audience. And to show you an example, I just searched English to German. Let's say we have a store there, and we're finding tons of people that could translate for as little as just $5. And no, you do not want to use ChatGPT for this. You just can't trust it that well. So now that you're ready to go, how can we safely execute on this method without losing all our money? And more importantly, how do we keep it sustainable and make it into a brand? I'll explain all of that to you, but before that, you need to understand why this works. The United States is full of competition, and if you're running ads there, it's going to cost you around $2 to get a visitor on your website. $2 for a person to come on your store. How are you ever going to become profitable? Well, you won't. However, in Europe, you get the same quality of traffic for as little as 30 to 40 cents, allowing you to get 5 to 6x the amount of visitors for the same price. This will make your profit margin so much higher. So stage 3 is actually where you're going to start making a ton of money. But before I reveal that, it's important to understand the ad strategy. When running ads, focus on content rather than audiences. Dropshipping in 2024 is all about content, nothing else. Develop simple editing skills and be the master behind your vision rather than outsourcing it to someone else who just pays a freelancer like $2 to do it. If you're on a low budget, you can create a TikTok account, order the product to your house, film videos for it, and post 3 to 4 times every single day. Once you get a video that performs good and gets a lot of views, you can turn that into an ad and start selling with a proven video. The second strategy is to start testing with paid ads, running 10 to 20 videos until you eventually find a video that's actually starting to make you sales. Stage 3 is where things become serious, and it's the thing that allowed me to become financially comfortable. Sure, I was making a lot of money, but I was always nervous about the next month, if my product would die out or lack of trust in suppliers. But once I implemented this though, things became a lot better. So my business was making a few $100s a day, maybe even 1,000, but the fear of losing it all was always there, no matter how high I scaled, even if I was making 10K a day. So how could I be different and unique to, first of all, 1, get more trust from the customer, and 2, win over buyers from my competitor? Well, it was not by looking like a dropshipping store. Let's face it, in 2024, nobody's gonna buy something from a dropshipping store. It just feels scammy. The first thing I did was to get heavily into content creation, so I decided to hire attractive models and influencers to make videos for my product. This gave me a testimonial type of video ad showcasing other people using it and how we changed their life. This method of dropshipping is called UGC ads, user generated content. We started creating content that felt more trustworthy and fit into the algorithm much better. Sure, compiling together videos for a product online is fine, but to become a long-term brand, you must get custom content. So yes, it's still possible to make money with dropshipping in 2024, but you need to take the e-commerce path and create something trustworthy and long-term. But before you click off, there's one thing that's more important than ever. And if you don't have this, not only will you fail dropshipping, you could actually go in negative and lose all your money due to customer refunds. And that is shipping. In 2024, you need a supplier that you can trust. And the best way to get a reliable supplier and shipping times is by using SendDrop. So we're inside of SendDrop, and what you can do is to connect it with your Shopify store and automatically just import your products right here. Then the genius thing about SendDrop is you could bulk fulfill all of your orders. So you can go down, select all of them, click bulk fulfill, and assuming you have already added credits to your balance, you could fulfill all of your orders in just one click, making your shipping process completely automated with a supplier you can actually trust. Using SendDrop has allowed me to scale my dropshipping store to a whole nother level, and even as a beginner, you should already start integrating SendDrop with your Shopify store, as it's going to make the shipping process so much easier. Because without good customer service, your business is not going to exist. And it even has a find product section right here where you can find the latest trends of dropshipping products that's selling the best right now. So if you don't want to look for products, you could even use SendDrop for that. And as you know, I would never recommend you something that I don't personally use or think is extremely good. So if you want to use SendDrop, I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the description. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, learned something new. And if you did, remember to click the subscribe button and even follow my Instagram where I post my journey every single day. But that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one.